This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk. The UNI football team picked up yet another win, this time on the road in Carbondale, Illinois, routing Southern Illinois 40-21. This was a huge Missouri Valley Football Conference road win for your team.
You know, this was a good win. I mean, we've struggled over the years down in Southern Illinois, and our guys were prepared. They went down focused and played a very good game.
First win since 1996. Why is this a tough place to pick up a victory?
You know, I don't know. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a tough place to play, but yet we've struggled down there. So, in particular, we wanted to make sure we finished this game. So even when we're up 21-0, I was concerned for the second half.
Of 21-0 at the half, but Coach, getting that early lead, how important is that on the road especially?
Well, I thought that was critical, and the intercept for a touchdown right before half was critical because we can play a different kind of defense if we're ahead, and we can make turnovers. And then when our offense got going in the third quarter and had those two big plays, you know, it opened things up. You
can definitely tell throughout the last several games the team feeding off of each other. Defense makes a big play, then the offense or the special teams wants to go out and make a big play as well.
Well, that was big because they did come back and they scored on the defense, and yet the offense turned around, went right back on the field, and got it back for us. So those are the things that make a very good team.
A lot of players have shown significant improvement this season. Who do you think are some of the players that from that first football game at Iowa or Hawaii have really shown some nice strides of improvement this year?
Well, one, I'd probably go to Jake Rathmaker. I think now that he became a starter, he came to the season as a tight end. Now he's our starting right tackle. I think that our defensive line as a whole, whether it be Carter Schultz or Isaac Alice or, you know, any of those guys that go in and play, I mean, they've done an outstanding job of doing a great job with their defensive line. So those are the ones I'd probably pop to first.
Because they've improved, the Panthers have won 4 straight football games, and you feel like this team is starting to peak right at the right time here?
Well, we're playing good football right now, and I don't know what the peak is, but I hope I don't find it. But at the same time, I think we're playing very good football right now.
Not only is your defense getting the stops, this statistic here, they've scored 153 points, the defense and the special teams this year. It's pretty big when they can put points on the board for you.
Well, it is, and it makes it exciting for them, and then they come back the next week and they want more. So the hungrier they are, the better they play.
Coming up later in the show, we have a feature on some of the defensive backs, and this is a group that's really matured as well.
This group, that group has done outstanding. The 2 corners, the 2 safeties, I mean, they're starting to make plays, and I think that really changed our season about the midpoint when they were starting to make the big plays to swing games.
So the Panthers, again, have won 4 straight, but when you're watching tape and at practice, what are some areas you need to continue to improve to finish strong on the season?
Technique. You always go back to technique. When we start to get sloppy in technique, we start to give up plays. Happened again yesterday. So even though things are good and they understand what the responsibility is, it still comes back to the technique of getting that job done.
Coach, hard to believe there's only one regular season football game left. When you look at the Missouri Valley Football Conference, what that conference did all season long, do you feel like it's the toughest this season?
Oh, this is the toughest this league's ever been. We didn't even play Youngstown State as another good football team, so it's been a very tough league and a very good league, and hopefully that'll be represented when we get down to those decisions that'll be made next Sunday.
So next weekend's a big weekend as the Panthers host their final regular season football game, 4 o'clock against Missouri State. Make sure you get here, and that one is a big football game as the stakes continue to rise for your team.
In November, when you're playing for something, the stakes go up. I said last week, if you win, the stakes goes up. This game now becomes bigger than last week, so they all are big.
It's also senior day as well. Why is this a special group of seniors?
Because what they accomplished this year, because what they've done, you know, through and with the University of Northern Iowa over the years they've been here, and there's a lot of quality players on this group.
Honor the seniors in this football team on Saturday against Missouri State in a big football game. We'll see you here inside the Dome. Back with plenty more Panther Sports Talk right after this.